Welcome everyone. Today we are going to do our pick a card series. This is where you are going to intuitively pick pile 1, pile 2, or pile 3. It's so weird. I have a problem calling them a pile. So let's just say 1, 2, or 3. You can certainly ask your guides a question, and then choose accordingly. Don't beat yourself up. Like if you choose 1 and then 2 you feel like is totally you, that's okay, right? That's why I like doing these. I feel like the more we do them, the more you become even more intuitively guided. So anyway, long story short, this is for you. This can be about love, it can be about life, your next relationship, whatever it is, okay? So, all 3, by the way, may resonate, 2 may resonate, that's also okay. There's no, sometimes I feel like all 3 end up one big story, to be honest. So, at the end of the video, by the time we get to the end, we know that. Okay. I want you just to quiet your mind. Let go of control of how your answer must show up. Sometimes the universe has a better plan. All right, 1, 2, or 3. Let's begin. We're going to go ahead and move 2 on 3 over here, and let's begin with 1. So what I did is I used a 1, 2, 3, 4 different decks, and took, well, a different amount from them. Okay, so and then we're going to clarify if need be with the crystal vision, but I may bring in some other decks. I don't like to absolutely it's going to be this deck. All right, let's begin. From Mother Mary, we have blessings. Blessings. Today, I count my blessings, small and large, and I notice the new gifts that come to me from God. We have the King of Swords. Can be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Feels like this king, I want to say, has been somewhat entrapped. Maybe it's just like a mental block more than anything, like a mental, because I feel like it's more of like a mental trap. But I feel like it's only one that he can really free himself from, because it has to come from awareness, I feel. So, that could say that this king has been in, let's say, a relationship that really is not serving him, right? Because if he feels enslaved within it, I'm saying him, can be her. We have the 7 of Wands. I feel like this is talking about someone who's in a relationship, and in a way, I feel like, even though I feel like they're a strong person, I feel like they kind of lost their voice. I feel like this king is entrapped because I almost feel like if I leave the house, when I come back, the questioning and the arguing or fighting type thing isn't worth it, right? He has to defend his actions. And maybe he's not doing a damn thing wrong, but he feels someone feels he is, or someone is just, I want you all for my own. I don't want the world to have you type thing. All right, we have the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Wands is coming under blessings. That's good. So if there's a blessing coming in, this is something that is passionate. Passionate based. It's action required. A lot of times it can be the way, right? The way out. Ace of Wands, I feel like we have to grab it, right? It's about the willingness to take action. Maybe, like divine shows me the way, but then I have to be willing to take that action. We have the Strength card. Cardelio. Yeah, I feel like this king, it's interesting because I do feel like there's like this outside influence. And listen, this king may be in a relationship that is not suiting him. It could be work. You know what I mean? I don't know yet, but I'm saying I don't know yet. What I feel is this king is entrapped in I can say he doesn't feel good in it. I feel like, because I feel like everything has a lesson attached to it. So what is this lesson here? Well, the Strength card coming under the king, it's more about him versus this outside influence. It's more about him and him, like, here I feel he's like entrapped, or he feels entrapped. He tells himself he's entrapped. The Strength card is like spirit, like his spirit trying to help him understand that he's not entrapped. He nearly needs to, it's like, I need to put the intention out there and I need to mean it. And if I do, it comes, right? But I need to be in the Strength card, not entrapped. Even if I'm entrapped right this moment, I feel like as a blessing comes, it's like, I don't want to say it frees the king, because the king's got to free himself. But again, I feel like it gives him, or it gives you the way. All right, look at this. Well, there you go. The Fool. So this is about someone who is definitely, I feel like, in a toxic relationship. Love, marriage, work. Definitely in a toxic relationship. I definitely feel this may be karmic for this person. This may be like, let's say that we want this king to be free. Well, this is work. I feel like this is soul work that he has to do. And I do feel like he does it. The Fool, free and clear, leaving the past behind, willing to take a chance. I feel like this blessing is coming in to give the way. But do I do it? I feel like the answer's got to be yes with the Fool. All right, let's bring in the crystal vision. I really don't even feel like I need clarification. If you're involved with this person, I truly do not feel like this person wants to be where they're at. And I truly do not feel like that there's love there. That's why it's hard to say this is talking about love. But if you're someone who's waiting for this king, this is a different story, right? And I feel like, honestly, you have no control over the timing, because, you know, this is about him freeing himself, and it feels important that he be able to do that. You know, I can present to the world that I'm very strong, you know, but then when I'm alone, I crumble. Try to sneak away. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Look at that. And she tried to sneak away. This could be you. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. You know, I have to say, if this is, you know, if this queen is waiting for this king, I don't know that she would wait that long. Or let's put it a different way. I feel like she would be like, okay, you know, so that's what's going on. But in the meantime, I need to focus on me. This queen is about building her material world, her foundation, her creations, right? It's all important. So I don't feel like she would wait so much. Or again, maybe I should put it another way. She would keep her focus somewhere else, on her and her pentacles. And I feel like there's nothing wrong with that. It's exactly how it should be. We have the Six of Pentacles. First of all, I feel like it's saying, this feels like it's going to be the year. I'm noticing the 6, and we're in the year 6, universal year 6. Because, you know, she's looking right down at the Fool. So, and she's also attached to the King. Like, so when do I break free from this prison, let's say? And I don't know why I'm putting him in a prison. I keep saying that. Again, you know, it feels self-created, but yet it's due. It's almost like I let someone dominate me, even though that's not my nature, right? It's not normally, because I feel like in the Six of Pentacles, when someone takes the energy of the Fool on, so takes this ace and says yes, I feel like they move into the Six of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles, you know, before it is, you know, kind of like the breaking of whatever what was. But I feel like in the Six of Pentacles, I'm in much more soulmate type energy. And that's why I kind of feel like someone may be like, you know, going through a karmic lesson. And, you know, it's almost like if we don't let them finish it, they're doomed to repeat it. So I feel like the Queen's like, you do what you need to do. I'm going to do what I need to do. Now, and I feel like, you know, I don't know, I feel like this Queen is very, she must be very giving. I feel like, you know, she's probably said to this king, it's been off balance, right? It's off balance. And it being off balance doesn't work for me so much. Or at least that's what she's thinking she would like to say. No, I think she would say it. So, I think, I don't know, I kind of feel like I'm going to leave that there. I just feel like if, again, there's not much I can do for this king. The king has to do for himself. And that's why the strength card is here, right? And, and listen, it's not just that easy because I feel like there's very aggressive energy against, him freeing himself. So it's like it's got to be an internal thing. Don't think women can't be. I was going to say demanding, but what I mean is more. What's the word I'm looking? Domineering. Because I almost feel like I want to I want to dominate this person. But listen, I feel like it's coming from. It's like it's almost like if I let them out in um, the world's going to take them. So that person has their own issues they need to work out, right? But that's not the king's issue, right? That's their issue. Like we all have our own. Anyway, I feel like this is about the king finally coming to the energy of the fool. Here is the ace. Here I go, right? I feel like there is no looking back. I don't want to look back. And let's let that be. Okay. Let's go ahead and do number 2. I'm sorry, I should have brought this lid down. All right. We have sobriety. Sobriety. My clear mind is easily able to focus and concentrate. My clear mind is easily able to focus and concentrate. Well, we have the Eight of Swords. But you know what? The Eight of Swords is in reverse. So, it's almost like maybe one is moving into 2. It would be like an example would be the king freeing himself. The Eight of Swords in the upright is a self-created prison, right? It's like there's things I don't want to see and it's like I don't want to see the world and I don't want the world to see me. But a lot of times it's because of, my voice being taken away, doubt, self-doubt. But I've given it away. I've given it away too. And I need to know that. I need to know that so I don't do it again. I feel like it's like the clutter is gone. And that just might mean your mind. The clutter in your mind. We have the Page of Cups. Page of Cups can be a younger water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. It's usually about yourself. Page of Cups is often about, learning how to put you first again. I'm a page, I'm still learning. We have the Five of Wands. We have the Queen of Wands. Queen can be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And then we have the World. By the way, I don't even think I told you what cards I'm using. We have the Mother Mary Oracle deck, and then we have the Tarot Dreams, and then we have the Light Seers, and here we have the Lustrous Tarot. So, anyways, we have the World. I just want to say, first of all, this Five of Wands. This is like, it's kind of like battling type energy. And then you have sobriety above that. So I feel like there's a lot of arguing about this, about something within, and it can be something that, some type of temptation, some type of, kind of like, how do I say this? Like right now, what I'm feeling like is I hang around with a lot of drinkers, so therefore I drink. And maybe I drink too much. You know what I mean? Or I hang out with a lot of smokers and therefore I smoke. But maybe I smoke too much. And I'm only saying that because I feel like if I'm spending a lot of energy doing that, it could be, it could have, because I feel like I've overcome it, it could have interfered, let's say, in the progression of my life. Now, when I look at the Queen, looking over at that Five of Wands, and you look at the position of the Queen, she's rising above, right? She's rising above the Five of Wands. In the Five of Wands, I feel like there is no victor, right? Everyone's fighting everyone. There just is no victor. But she's got the Eight of Swords above her in reverse. So, as she tells herself, she's not trapped in any type of energy she does not want to be trapped in. I feel like changes may happen. Now, I also want to say, when I think of seeing sobriety, right, it automatically takes you to like alcohol or drugs or gambling, that type of thing. Sex addiction. You don't know, maybe. She is naked. But that's in reverse. But anyway, I'm also thinking about, for some, I feel like it's talking about the mind and the thoughts, my thought system. Again, because this is the energy of what I felt the king in the last energy was trapped, right? Like, I think that I'm trapped, but I'm not. I don't want the world to see me for who I am. And it's because I think there's something wrong. But the world sees you anyways. You know what I mean? Like we can see her. Well, if I keep my back to the world, then nobody can see me, but yet we can. It's pretty hard to completely disconnect from the world. Anyway. So we have the energy of the world here, right? We have the world card. And that talks about a chapter, a new chapter. You can think of like cycles. Some of you may be on the next 9-year cycle. I know I am. My personal year number this year is a 1. So what I'm creating this year, um, you know, my intentions, my thoughts, my creations will be my harvest, perhaps, years from now. So, you know what I mean? And that's kind of how I look at it. All right. First of all, I want to say congratulations because I do feel like someone has overcome something major. And again, that it directly affects them. It may have affected others at the same time. But I feel like someone has overcome it. And this may be like a step-by-step type of energy, but still. All right. we have the Eight of Pentacles. So, it's like taking the Queen of Pentacles from the last reading, putting her in here. And because that's what I feel like, you know, maybe this, you know, how can I change energy? I refocus my energy. You know what I mean? Like, there's a need for your mind to be clear. And then the Eight of Pentacles comes out. So it talks about pentacles that you're producing. You know, creativity that can turn into a business. You never know. This is working towards success. Eight of Pentacles, though, is all about putting your focus into it. It's almost like, you know, tuning out the world. Tuning out the world. All right, we have the Devil. Card of Capricorn. You know, listen, it's about temptations. You know, there's a devil. It's almost like Adam, you know, like a devil tempting Eve to take a bite out of the apple, right? Maybe pretense I would have, and I did. But now, like, you know, I feel like, you know, and this can talk about things that you've overcome and how energy tries to draw you back into it. So you need to be really focused, right? You know, what I focus on is what I'm going to grow. And then we have the Four of Wands. Interesting. That's a marriage card. You know, I feel like, again, like what's going on, like all this freeing, like we're all freeing ourselves from different things. This could certainly talk about, again, a commitment with someone, but perhaps like, you know, something that they do tempts you to also do it. And when you do that, right, the mind is not clear. And because the mind is not clear, I cannot, it's like, you know, it's hard for me to focus and to create. So it's like a loop, right? It's like a loop that just keeps happening. So I need to break that loop. And that's what the Eight of Swords is doing. It's breaking, it's cutting that loop, at least for yourself, right? Page of Cups would definitely be the self. Yet at the same time, I want to say, you know, the Four of Wands is in the row of the world. So I don't know. You know, this could be healing for all involved. It's definitely showing that, you know, energy is bringing a lot of aggression out in everyone. We have the King of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. You know, I kind of have a feeling 1 and 2 go together. They're probably, you know, they're separate, but for some, I feel like they also go together. Now, we do have the Devil, again, card of Capricorn. We have the Seven of Pentacles. You know, a couple different things. First of all, I feel that Seven of Pentacles is something that's meant to be. It's, you know, it's part of your soul's intention. So this experience is part of your soul's intention. Also, Seven of Pentacles speaks of patience, right? Allowing things to come to full fruition. You know what I mean? Not trying to push something before it's time. That type of thing. We have the Eight of Wands, a fast-moving, excuse me, fast-moving energy, and then we have the Tower. I feel like someone here may be ending a relationship, and I feel like there's the reason here is because, and listen, this doesn't have to be love, though we do have the marriage card. But I feel like there's something in that energy that pulled me down, right? That too easily pulled me into that energy and was stopping you, stopping you from becoming like another part of yourself. And that is your creative self to be born, right? To allow these ideas and epiphanies, with a clear mind, that they're coming from your guides, right? Your wisdom. So you need a clear mind. So what am I saying? I feel like, I don't know. I just feel like someone may be, I feel like the person here may be giving someone else a tower. Now, I want to look a little closer at this king because I feel like, because I feel like this king is also part of this energy. Look how that flipped around. We have the Queen of Wands, but she came in reverse. I have the Page of Cups. I have the Queen of Cups. Look at this, and I have the Three of Cups. Kind of feels like a threesome here, but one's pulling out. It makes sense. I mean, I don't know. I feel like, there may have been like three, but this queen's in reverse now. This queen's in the upright. So, it again can be the energy of the previous, someone freeing themselves, right? And this can be it. This may be it. This may be exactly what it's talking about, because that's what I feel like. Like someone is delivering someone else the tower. And I kind of feel like it's, like it's you, or it could be that king delivering that tower. All right, I'm not going to let this go without looking at that tower. We have the Hierophant, card of Taurus. This is about your belief system, it's change. I don't feel like you have to fear this tower. I feel like this tower is either you giving the tower or someone else is giving the tower to someone else that then affects you. The Hierophant is about your belief system. 5 is about change. gracefully. Eight of Wands, though, is fast-moving energy. Almost like the minute I get this Tower, I got to be prepared to move. I got to be, I got to be prepared for the next step. The Hierophant reminds you to be true to thyself. But be in the highest vibration. Okay. Let's leave that there because I feel like it's a couple different things. But for some of you, it's definitely a continuation of one. And it's a good, I feel like it's a good continuation. Okay, let's go to number 3. We have Father. My true Father is God in heaven, who shines healing light upon me, my birth father, and our relationship. We have the 3 of Wands. It's a very optimistic viewpoint of life and what can be. We have, look at that, the 9 of Cups. Wow. The 9 of Cups is harmony within. And harmony within automatically causes us a harmony without. This is this speaks of a good time in your life, a joyful time in your life where you're really feeling fulfilled. This is about you being fulfilled. We have the Empress. Wow. Someone may be getting pregnant, and listen, maybe somehow the father, well, let's see. Again, we have the 9 of Cups. And look at this. With the 2 of Cups. With Soulmates. I feel like this is about 2 people coming together. The Empress card can certainly be the mother, and the father. And I feel like if this is going on, like there's nothing but positivity here. Positivity. So almost like maybe like the father of my child reminds me of my father, and that's a good thing. So I feel like that would be a good thing. Or maybe he's the opposite of my father, and that would be a good thing. So I feel like 2 single people who, listen, I feel like number 1, they have reached a point in their life where they are, they have emotional clarity. They are no longer emotionally immature, let's say. They've come to love themselves, as have you. And I feel like when both come to that point, then it's time. Then it's time. So, this Empress is about giving birth to something. It certainly is telling us, everything is so positive here. The only thing is Father. However, as I say that, I feel like some may be celebrating the energy of becoming a father. Okay. I want to look a little deeper. Some of you may find, almost like as we go through 1 and 2 and get to 3, we find ourselves, because we've done the work and we've done the energy, now we know to focus, like to clear our mind and to focus on our goals, and to thyself be true and all that, right? we've come to the energy of the Nine of Cups. That means that my life, even if it's not perfect, it's better, right? I'm feeling good in it. All right, we have the Eight of Cups and we have the Ten of Wands. You know, I would say that somebody here has spent some time dealing and clearing the energy of their father. And either like their father's lack of emotional support, being there. Because I feel like, you know, because of my father, more responsibilities were put on to me. So I feel like someone has spent some time clearing that energy. And I feel like you're successful at it. You're successful. It's almost like that weight is gone. That weight is gone. And that may be why the Three of Wands is there. I can start looking at my future and all the possibilities. Maybe I had a difficult father who, you know, was not the type of father to be like, you know, go chase your dreams and, you know. Anyway, I feel like that energy has been cleared. We have the Unknown card. Interesting, because the Unknown card, which I really feel is the High Priestess, is coming over the Three of Wands. And I have to tell you, I feel like this is your intuition right now becoming clearer and clearer. You're able to trust it more and more. It's almost like the past energy where it was talking about a clear mind. You know, I feel like this is it, right? So I've overcome this. Now I don't know where maybe the future's going to take me, but I'm looking at it in a different way. You know, this is almost speaking to what I have been saying. We have the Nine of Swords and the Four of Swords. So, the Nine of Swords, and listen, this is coming over the Nine of Cups. Opposite energy. And the Four of Swords is the healing of that. So, somewhere, somehow, healing has taken place, and I feel like it's because of you. It's because of the work that you put in, mainly within your emotional house. You know, I almost feel like this person's being set free too, but mentally. And I feel like, you know, like when that happens, I'm free. So, nonetheless, you know, we have the Nine of Swords coming over the Nine of Cups. It tells me at one time, you know, the uncertainty of the future would be the fear factor that would hold me back from really living the life the way I want to live my life. But again, probably, you know, maybe energy of what was, you know, listen, when you're a child, it's just what you absorb and what you believe until you no longer believe it, until you see it for what it really is, right? It's someone else's humanness. So that Nine of Swords feels like, you know, for a while, it probably, you know, maybe for a cycle, took a while. Like, you know, because my emotional house was hurt, it affected my mental health. And I mean, like, in my decisions, like, you know, it was hard to see the future in a positive way. But because I did the clearing, and, you know, I cut the ties, and it doesn't have to mean I cut the ties to my father, unless that's what you want. But you cut the ties to whatever bound you. some of you, I feel like, you may have a mother and father who are your guides, part of helping to help you in this, in your life, in this lifetime. Okay. Excuse me. Holy crap. Okay, well, we can't take all of that. But we are going to take the world. So, here we go. We have the Empress entering the world. What's mirroring that, that's funny. It reminds me of bowling and this, what they call it, a 7-10 split, a 7-2 split. I don't know. We have the Four of Pentacles. We have the Six of Cups. And we have the Two of Pentacles. Interesting, because the Two of Pentacles is coming over the Two of Cups. What's connecting these two Nine of Cups together is the Six of Cups. So this could be someone from my past. I just did a singles reading. Singles, yeah, I think I called it singles. And it was happening in that reading. So, I try to cover, I did twin flames and soulmates. I try to cover all. Love is love, but it may come in different forms. So anyway, Six of Cups many times can mean someone of the past. This is definitely a soulmate energy, no doubt. It's interesting because the Two of Pentacles, I feel like, when I make a decision, do I want to leave my happy home, my happy life? And do I want to, become one of two? Do I want to be one of two here? This feels like a very logical type of decision, right? Very logical. Because the healing over the mind is here, I feel like that's why logically, like I can clearly make a decision on this. I feel like this also would tell me that this Six of Cups would come to you. Or, you know what? It doesn't even matter. I feel like it's just saying about two people who, maybe one of these nines is that king from number one. But two people who have cleared different things in their lives. Here, it's more about the father and look at the patterns. Listen, I can love my father, but he may have some not so good, not so great qualities that I have carried on. I just did a post where, about cutting, like ancestral curses, or I hate to call them curses, you know what I mean, but ties. I'm cutting them for them. I'm helping them. Anytime we cut a tie that's not serving us, that's holding us back, that's there to teach us a lesson, we're doing that for the next generation and generation after that and after that and after that, potentially for us in our next life. So think of it that way. Like every time I learn a lesson, I'm not just learning it for me now. I'm learning it for me for eternity and every me that follows in any form. Does that make sense? So I feel like this is kind of like the exclamation point on the reading. I feel like there are soulmates coming together. I feel like each had their own issues, right? Each had to deal with their own things. And I feel like both have. Both definitely feel like they have. Healing is here. And listen, here is the world. And the soulmate is part of that. And the only one who's really coming out around that energy is the Six of Cups. So, listen, it doesn't have to mean someone that I've loved before, but someone who, when I think of, puts a smile on my face. For someone, I feel like it's someone who always made you laugh. Like you might be coming back together. And that's where I'm going to leave this one. I think I'm going to leave it there, guys. I love you. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what your thoughts are. Which one was calling to you. And again, it may be one, it may be two, it may be three, it may be all three. Because for some of you, I feel like this is the exclamation point on the whole reading as a whole. So be open. I love you guys. I'll see you next time at my table. Bye-bye.